Justice for Sullivan!
Justice for
Razor
Sully!
Ramon.
Scott Hall was never in a Royal Rumble. Sully said Razor Ramon.
Justice for
Sully
Sully!
in the 1997 Rumble.
He did.
Razor
Ramoni
4 minutes into the video and
1997 Rumble.
What a shocker! Razor Ramon was in a Rumble. Should have said fake Razor
was
for the 97 Rumble.
The character of Razor Ramon appeared in the 1997 Rumble. Razor Ramon was in a
The
Royal
Scott
Rumble.
Hall version of Razor Ramon. Justice
for
Sullivan!
All right, Sullivan. Apparently there's some controversy.
Yes, Razor Ramon was in the Royal Rumble, wasn't he?
Razor Ramon was absolutely not in the Royal Rumble, and I will not hear it from anybody who tries to tell me differently. But I'm a man of the people, and the people have been hounding me for a month with Justice for Sullivan. And you know what? I'm a man of the people. So I'll let you know right now, Sullivan, if you can tell me what the name of fake Razor Ramon is, you'll be the Survival Series champion. You can just have the briefcase. I will retroactively strip Luke Owen of the briefcase and hand it over to you if you can tell me which Razor Ramon you were speaking of.
You're a beautiful bastard. His name was Timothy Chalamet.
Great, so hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of Survival Series, where the host never gets things wrong.
Razor Ramon says otherwise. Both of them.
We don't know that it wasn't Timothy Chalamet. I would like it checked in the comments.
And it's only taken a year, but Survival Series has its very own merch. Do you want me to tell you to take off your mic and get the out? Well, now you can, and you can tell other people by wearing it on your chest. Get your very own Survival Series t-shirt at WrestleShop.com. Link is in the description below.
Needs a deeper V.
So if you're watching this show for the very first time, make sure, of course, that you check out all of the other episodes of Survival Series, as well as our Patreon, patreon.com/WrestleTalk, where you can check out the full uncut version of this show and an exclusive episode of Survival Series in full, featuring the extended cast, friends and family of the partsFUNknown universe. Check that out at patreon.com/WrestleTalk. And if you're watching this show for the very first time, you'll need to know that our contestants will be trying to name a very specific wrestling category with only 3 strikes.
Okay, so 3 strikes are a part of this.
So Pete, today,
Yes?
you will be trying to name every single TNA heavyweight champion.
Oh my god! Oh, I'm What? In order or just as is?
Whatever order you'd like, my
Okay,
friend.
fine, right.
Oh God, Luke's gonna have such a good time.
Luke Owen is going to win this.
Luke Owen is going to be living out loud. Luke Owen could do this in his sleep. Luke Owen hums this to himself as he walks to work in the morning.
This is where you cut to Luke, and Luke is like, cash back, or whatever the he says, you know? Like that nonsense that Luke will say. He's gonna have such a good time with this episode.
My heart's actually pounding, really. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on me for this one because it's sort of a gimmick of mine. In reverse chronology, just every champion?
Every champion,
So I don't have to do it in order.
Don't have to do it in order.
Okay, including NWA World Champion.
Admin, of course. This belt has had a lot of different names. The company itself has had a number of different names.
Global Force Wrestling.
All versions of the TNA Heavyweight Championship are up for grabs here. The TNA title, the Impact title, the GFW title, the NWA/TNA title. All of which are on the table here. If you give me the same answer more than once, that is a strike. If you give me someone that has never been TNA Heavyweight Champion, that is a strike. Ollie Davis, name me a TNA Heavyweight Champion.
I've got a tactic here. You might recognize or figure out what it is early on. Abyss.
Abyss.
AJ Styles.
Ding.
Oh yeah, he's going alphabetical.
Sesame Street style.
Yeah.
AJ Styles.
Why don't we do an AJ Styles?
What am I doing? AJ Styles.
AJ Styles.
I'm immediately encountering issues. Are there any more A's? A's. Where my A's at? Christian.
Christian Cage.
Christian Cage.
Christian Cage.
What did I just skip B? Chris Sabin.
Chris Sabin.
Chris Sabin.
Bees. Are there any bees?
Bees?
Beads.
Beads?
I haven't done any research for this, by the way. I can tell you a lot about Elimination Chamber contestants, you asshole.
Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy.
Oh, of course, Jeff.
Ding.
Jeff Hardy did win it, of course he did. He turned heel and started smoking in buildings.
On my birthday.
10, 10, 10, they're here! I want you to actually find that image, Adam, if you can. They're like all going up the ramp and they grab a sign that says, they're here, because Abyss had been warning everyone, but there is spelt wrong.
Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy.
Samoa Joe.
Oh, Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
A Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
Steve Macklin.
Kevin Nash.
That is your first strike, Sullivan.
Wow. Okay, that's fine, that's fine.
Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett.
Ding.
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle.
Did EC3 win one?
Ding.
Great.
EC3.
F is for
Off me.
Nothing's happening.
G is for
Get your hand off my penis!
H is for
Have you considered therapy?
I is for
Going to kill myself and it's your fault!
Jay said Jeff Jarrett.
Have I said Kurt Angle?
I can't tell you that
What?
without you guessing.
Why not? You can
Because
tell
if
me
you
if
say the same thing twice, it's a strike, Dan. Are you new?
Since when?
Since always.
What?
That's always been a thing.
That's not fair. Let's just hope I said Kurt Angle then.
Did I? Oh no, I can't remember if I said a name or not. Did I say Kurt Angle? Did I say him? People at home, did I say Kurt Angle?
Kurt Angle.
We've got Sting.
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 Sting?
Ding.
Yeah, I was gonna say. If he wasn't, I'd have had some questions.
A man called Ding.
John E. Impact.
Rhino!
Ding.
Yes, Rhino! Yes, Rhino! He beat Jeff for the belt at Bound for Glory, the first Bound for Glory, because Kevin Nash no-showed.
Okay, I'm gonna say it to get it out of my head. He's an OG, he's an original Christopher Daniels.
That's your first strike, Ollie Davis.
But isn't that sad? Ring of Honor gave him a belt just because he'd been there for quite a while. I could just probably go through old WCW people, but Nash never won it. Booker T never won it.
Booker T?
That's your first strike,
This
Dan.
is where I was going with the various main event mafia-ish people.
Booker T.
That is your second strike, Sullivan.
No. Okay. I've got to be serious about this. Gotta think about it. Okay.
Ollie might be my strongest competition on that. I think Ollie will do quite well. Dan, I think, will really struggle. Pete's a bit of a, I don't know. Sullivan I don't think will do that great. Ollie's gonna be my main competition. Do I think that Ollie would have remembered Rhino?
Rhino.
Oh, there's loads of names that are in my head, and I'm just not saying them out loud.
Well, that's how you get the points, Sullivan.
Let's go all the way back and say Ken Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock.
Let's go with a recent one. Let's go with Josh Alexander.
Oh, Josh Alexander.
Hogan never won it. Ric Flair never won it. I'm just trying to think of that Glory 2010 era. I'm pretty sure he won this as part of the Aces and Eights. Bully Ray.
I don't know if any of these people have been champion. They just feel like they should be. The vibe is there of them being champion. So let's just say him. Bully Ray.
Bully Ray Dudley.
Bully Ray.
Bully Ray. Kurt Angle.
That's your first strike, Pete.
Did I say Kurt Angle? Kurt Angle?
Yes. In what other world would Kurt Angle be a strike here?
I don't know.
Did he win it? Did I say his name?
Kurt Angle?
Oh, what's his name? A relatively recent one. Moose? I just remember really liking his name.
The most Canadian name for the least Canadian man.
He's the opposite of a Canadian. He never apologizes. He hates maple syrup.
Moose.
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 Bobby Roode.
Ding.
James Storm.
Ding.
Okay, all of them. Yeah.
Bobby Roode.
Ding.
James Storm.
James Storm. Bobby Roode.
Ding.
Yes! Come on. That was a great storyline. Was it Bobby Roode who was like, I'm going to be the guy to dethrone whoever was the champion, maybe Angle at the time. And he didn't. James Storm did instead. What a swerve, brother.
Surely Hogan would have booked himself to be the champ. He's in a company. He's going to book himself to be the champ. But I just don't know if it's true. Hulk Hogan.
That's your second strike, Pete.
I knew it! I knew it! There wasn't anything in my brain that said Hogan was a champ. There was no images of him with the TNA belt or anything, but I was like, but it's Hogan! He'd book himself to be champion.
This person, I'm pretty certain, did win the heavyweight championship. It wasn't another one. Tessa Blanchard.
Boo.
Things were looking really on the up for her when she won that, and that was pretty much the moment where everything fell down.
It's that weekend.
Yeah, it was really.
Life comes at you pretty fast.
It came with Tessa Blanchard like that.
Tessa Blanchard.
Boo.
Notable prick, Tessa Blanchard.
Tessa Blanchard.
Boo.
Tessa Blanchard.
Alex Shelley. We're back to A's.
Alex Shelley.
Alex Shelley.
Okay, let's be sensible about this. Okay, so we've got early TNA. I can only think of Jeff Jarrett and Sting, and they were already gone.
Kurt. If I've not said Kurt, the people at home are going to be screaming at me.
Like Christopher Daniels could have won it, but I'm going to save him. He's in my guest pile. Here you are. You're going to grow very large. Very large, like me as a young lad. And then you got sort of like that mid-period where they had loads of WWE guys. Maybe RVD's in there. Maybe did Tommy Dreamer win it at some point? Maybe. Probably. I'm going to put you in the guest pile. And then you got modern day ones. Well, it's lovely to go back to the past. It's been nice seeing you, modern day. All I knew was Moose. That's all I knew from you. Oh, 1 minute, no, but modern day, Kenny Omega.
Ding.
Yes. Okay, modern day, I am now done with you. You can shuffle off your mortal coil. Off with you, please.
Kenny Omega?
Ding.
See, it's all in there. It's all just tucked away somewhere.
Done Bully Ray. Devon never won it, of course he didn't. Can't win anything, that lad. I've done the Hardys, done Edge and Christian, but obviously only Christian. Kenny Omega.
Eddie Edwards.
Eddie Edwards. Did Davey Richards win it as well? Davey Richards.
That is your second strike, Ollie Davis.
Okay.
Drew Galloway.
Ding.
Nice.
I appreciate the use of the word Galloway.
You are welcome.
I prayed for this and it happened.
Does that give me any bonus points?
Absolutely not. Are you new?
Drew.
Drew McIntyre.
Ding.
Drew Galloway. Oh my God. It felt like a sneeze.
Drew!
Was Raven a TNA heavyweight champion? Maybe.
Raven.
Raven.
What about all the people that were just on TNA? What's his name? Is his name Abyss? Did Shark Boy ever win? No. Wouldn't give it to Shark Boy. I'm gonna go for Robert Ramuel Damiel.
Dingeth.
That's his full name.
Rob Van Dam.
Oh, did Rob Van Dam. I'm one of the few people who prefers his TNA music to his... Don't pull that face.
Rob Van Dam. The whole effing show.
Rob Van Dam. That's my pick, Rob Van Dam.
Ding.
Lashley.
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley.
Booker T didn't win it. I highly doubt that Scott Steiner and Kevin Nash won it, but Sting did. So did Kurt Angle. Have I said Kurt Angle? Kurt Angle. I hate that. I hate that so hard. That's gonna bother me forever.
Jay Lethal.
Pete, that is your third strike.
Damn it!
I need you to remove your mic and get the out.
That's frustrating. Not very good at TNA.
Scott Steiner.
Sullivan, that is your third strike. No. I need you to remove your mic and get the out.
But he was so good at maths. Well, congratulations, Luke Owen. I'm sure you're going to win. But will it really be a victory? Because you had to watch years and years and years of TNA. So who's the real loser?
Who was Nick Aldis?
Ding.
Magnus.
Aldis.
Oh, it, Nick Aldis.
Ding.
Thrilling.
Lots of X Division matches. Did they just put the belt? Austin Aries. That's an A. That's an A.
Do I just waste a strike and check whether or not I said Kurt Angle? I hate that rule. That one's one I'm going to fight over. I'm going to whinge about that till the kingdom come. I'm going to say his name because it was on my head. So let's think about it. Christopher Daniels.
That's your second strike,
Yeah,
Dan.
Okay. Honestly, I'm quite pleased with where I've come.
That's what she said.
Frankie Kazarian.
That is your first strike, Luke.
You, Frankie. Ow. Jay Lethal.
That is your second strike, Luke.
You, Jay. Can't win anything, Jay. Couldn't get a win at the Continental Classic, couldn't win the TNA World title. What good are you, Jay?
Is there anyone I've forgotten before I just double down on saying Kurt Angle's name twice? Who did? Oh, Rich Swann.
Rich Swann?
Oh, Eric Young.
I'm so sorry that you have to sit here and watch me do this. Particularly because Tempest did just say he's hungry, which means I'm actually delaying us going to lunch. It's 1:05. You know, I've got a rumbly in my tumbly, and I should be eating some pasta, but instead I'm trying to think of TNA. Sorry, I mean, Adam, I don't care about you. Why do you hate me? But I'm sure you're hungry as well.
Enchiladas waiting for
What's in them?
Chicken.
I think Chicken ever won the world title.
Who knows? It is TNA.
AJ dressed up as a turkey
That's
one
right,
time.
he did do that. Eric Young!
Ding!
Now that all has to stay in.
Nah, sod it. I think I've reached my limit. Kurt Angle.
And Dan, that is your third strike. Somehow learning the rules to this game a year in.
I don't come on it every time.
That's what she said. No time. But she did. No time!
Like, I have breaks between them.
Well, it's time for you to take your next break, because I need you to take off your mic and get the out.
It's been real, everybody.
There was like just a great program with Sami Callihan and Pentagon at that time. I'm not sure it ever went to the World Championship. I'm gonna say it though, Sami Callihan.
Sami Callihan.
Pentagon.
Penta.
Killer. Did he win it? Did Killer Cross?
And Ollie, that is your third strike.
Oh.
I need you to remove your mic and get the out.
Just want to point out, in the last episode, you said Jay Uso and then didn't say Jimmy Uso. And in this one, you said Jeff Hardy.
Oh my God, broken Matt Hardy! Oh no!
Ron the Truth Killings.
Ding! Finally some love for Ron the Truth Killings.
Has no one said him? That's ridiculous. Kennedy. I'm fairly certain Kennedy might have won the title. Pretty sure he did. Kennedy. Who else is there? Is there like, okay, I'll ask you, you don't have to give me anything else. Is there like a really obvious name that I've missed?
Yeah.
There is.
Your definition of really obvious might be different from mine.
But what I mean is like, I haven't missed like a Kurt Angle. No. Because that'd be the one if I was just like, sorry, you're finished. You never said Kurt. I cannot think of another possibility of who's won that TNA World Championship. Mick Foley.
Ding!
Yeah! Of course Foley won the belt. He had a great run with that title. Who is TNA World Heavyweight Champion or Impact World Champion that you've not said? And it's not Frankie Kazarian because he didn't win the belt, the bell end. I think he won it. Though he might as well have done. Is there any Brits that I'm missing? I've done Aldis. Doug never won it. Spud. I don't think Spud ever won it. I bet you there's a name I'm going to miss and I'm really going to kick myself over. Oh! Okay, I might die on my sword here, but I think this actually is the right answer. Phoenix.
And Luke, that is your third strike.
Really thought Ray, because he definitely was in a triple threat for the world title.
Shockingly enough, Mr. TNA himself, Luke Owen, you are our winner here today.
Yeah!
The winner of Survival Series. And because I feel like I can actually do it this time, I'm going to give you the ones that you missed out on.
Perfect.
Because a very admirable effort here to name every TNA champion. You're only missing 8.
Mr. Perfect wasn't one of them, right? I just said perfect. I was like, I don't think Kurt ever won the belt.
No, he indeed did not. The names that you were missing were Steve Macklin, Brian Cage,
Morrison,
Johnny Impact, Eli Drake.
Oh, didn't think that Knight won the belt.
Notable prick Alberto Del Rio.
Of course he won the belt. Should have thought of that when I said Tessa.
Eddie Edwards, EC3.
Ah, that's an annoying one, yeah.
And Austin Aries.
Oh, I cannot believe I forgot Aries. Some of those I'm actually annoyed about.
Don't kick yourself too hard, because you are our winner of Survival Series this month, Luke.
Yeah. What is going on? What is going on? What?
I can see their names! I can see their names! What are you talking about? No! Beau!
Hello, and welcome to another exciting edition of Survival Series, the show where I put my friends on the spot. This time I am joined by Luke Owen.
Well, hello there.